Manchester United, post the Sir Alex Ferguson era, have seen some dark, dark days. But yesterday's game against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park was one of the worst in their history. The performance was just horrible. So, where does that leave Manchester United at the moment? It does not look good for Erik Ten Hag and his men. Surely he has to be sacked right now, right? Lots of questions to look forward to. So let's get started. So the mood amongst United fans before this game was totally glum, and that happened due to Harry Maguire pulling up injured, and then we were eventually left with just one centre back who was barely fit to make it to the squad. Johnny Evans just started training this week, and he was not fit to play. He failed a late fitness test, but still was eventually asked by Ten Hag to play, even though he was not fit enough. He partnered Casemiro, who's been having a shocker of a season, and in midfield, but in defense, he's been really, really worse. So going into this game, we did not have a lot of confidence, especially how Crystal Palace were playing. They came into this game with amazing form, beating the likes of Liverpool at home, beating Newcastle United. They haven't put a foot wrong, and with Olisi and Eze, the form they have been in, the goals they've been scoring. I remember in our group putting in a chat like an hour before the game saying that not only are we going to lose, but we're going to lose badly. And then that eventually came true, and we lost really, really badly in this game. A lot of things went wrong in this game. First of all, yeah, injuries have crept in. A lot of key players, like we touched upon, Maguire dropped out of the squad, but I think a bigger miss was Bruno Fernandes in this game. Uh, the shocking stat is that Bruno Fernandes has never missed a professional game in his career due to injury. That he's 29, 29 years old at the moment, and we finally broken Bruno Fernandes this season, showing how bad it has been injury wise, and not having your captain on the field just showed that there was a lack of communication. There was a lack of cohesion on the pitch, which costed us. But also, we just couldn't match up. I think it was like kids. It was like a pub team playing against a Premier League team, and that is where we are at the moment. We are really, really bad. There's no going around that. It's the drive, the determination. We don't seem to have that at the moment. It's very, very easy to play against us. That midfield, it's just like melted butter. The first goal that Olisi scores, it's like Casemiro again, just sliding in like like a schoolboy does on a wet turf pitch. Just out of desperation, lunging in. Does looked so bad, and then eventually we just couldn't find a way to kind of get into the game. Attacking wise as well, it took us 50 minutes and 14 seconds to register just a shot on target. That's how bad we were attackingly in this game. Same as usual, no service to Rasmus Højlund. Nothing from the wingers to get him in play. That's been the story all this season, and yeah, it just looks really, really gloom at the moment. Some shocking stats to touch upon. We have a away goal difference of -6, which is terrible in terms of the standard where United should be. It's so bad. um, I think the worst player on the pitch was hands down Casemiro. I think it's high time that he leaves post the end of the season, because he's just not up to it. His body is not up to it. His mind is not up to it. And I think the level of the Premier League has caught up to him this season, and has gone, sorry, not caught up to him, but has gone way forward. And I don't think he can function anymore. The stats are terrible. He was dribbled 4 times past in the first half, and that is twice as many times that Virgil van Dijk has been dribbled past in 2,998 minutes of Premier League football this season. He's Van Dijk has been dribbled past just 2 times in 2,998 minutes, and Mr. Casemiro managed to do that in the first 45 minutes itself. By the time it was full time, he was dribbled past 8 times, and that is the most challenges lost by a player in a single Premier League game so far this season. Horrible, horrible stats. Um, Everything has been down to the defense, I think, and the midfield as well, because the midfield has not been able to what do you say, to shield the defense. We've conceded 81 goals in all competitions this season, and this is the most United have conceded since the 1976 and the 77 campaign. 81 goals. There are no excuses for this. Absolutely no excuses. And um, there are a lot of things that I would like to point out. It does not only surely the blame does not only lie with the manager. There are a lot of contributing factors to this. Um, the unavailability of players, the tactics somehow uh, do not seem to justify what's happening on the pitch. Um, it's also gloom, and as a United fan, I just cannot wait for the season to end. I cannot see us winning another game. Arsenal at home, Old Trafford, I think they have the best chance to get their revenge when it comes to beating us by 8 goals. I can see that happening if you don't get players back in. Newcastle at home, they've been riding high in terms of their form. They are a team that can come and absolutely batter us at Old Trafford. Isaac and Gordon have been in brilliant, brilliant form. So um, it's totally possible that we lose that game as well. Then on the last day, we travel to Brighton, away game again. Um, yeah, they've lost just 3 games at home in total this season, Brighton. So I don't see us beating them as well. So the season has basically ended for us. Hopefully, the only hope is the FA Cup, and the hope remains that players can return for that game, and that being the one-off game can rescue us. But it's been a really shit season. In a season where at one point Chelsea were in the second half of the table, and now they have a legit chance of this Chelsea team finishing above United. Just shows that how bad United have been this season. The drop off has been really, really bad. A lot of calls again on social media for the sacking of Erik Ten Hag. I said yesterday in our group that I do not see how Ten Hag can continue, because losing 4-0 to a Crystal Palace side, with all respect to them, they're Crystal Palace. Even the side that we put out, we could have lost that game. We could have given them a little bit of a fight, but losing 4-0 does not give a good look when Ten Hag's future it is already in balance and is already being looked at. Um, I cannot see how he stays past the end of the season. But what I want to see is some clarity. I think there has to be some clarity from Ineos, from Manchester United, as to what is the future of the manager. I think leaving it open and giving no conclusive answers is costing this team too much, because that has been the problem even with the takeover, right? It has costed us so much this season. No definite answers. Just come out there and say it. Just say it, that do what Bayern Munich have done. And maybe you look at Bayern Munich, like they've ended the season a lot better, right? Because there was conclusion. There was that, yeah, Tuchel is leaving and we are going to get a new manager in. So with keeping it up in the air, it's not helping anyone. It's not helping the manager, it's not helping the players, and it's not helping the club in general, because there's no light. You cannot see, it's just a dark tunnel. You just cannot see light anywhere. So I hope that Ineos come out and say that, yeah, we're sticking with the manager. So the players get a message that there's no going around away from this. Or you just come out and say that, yeah, this is where we're parting ways with Ten Hag, and then yeah, we all want to finish the season on a high. Just get some clarity in, because uh, social media has become such a toxic place if you're a United fan, that they've been divided into the Ten Hag outers and the people who want Ten Hag in. Yeah, the tactics have been bad, but I still sit in the same chair saying that what can what can the manager do? Yeah, he has to be blamed, but missing so many players in defense is going to cost you. Like when you're playing Casemiro and when you're playing a 37-year-old defender who failed a fitness test, who is on his last legs and who's on the verge to be retired. Yeah, what can you expect? So as a United fan, I would want the manager to stay because I do not see any alternatives out there. But then where do you go, right? Where do you go? And how do you justify um, a stat saying that, United have set a club record of most defeats, 13 defeats this season in the Premier League. We haven't lost these many games in a season, and we are about, if we lose the final three games, and which is highly likely that we do, it will be the lowest points total that Manchester United would have in a Premier League season. So there are no, I am running out of like reasons to see as to how Ten Hag would be in the job. So I keep saying that even if Ten Hag has to be sacked, I would like the management, I would like Ineos, I would like Manchester United to look at the squad as well, because this is not his problem in whole. The players also have to be looked at, and I do not want to see a clean slate for these players when the new manager comes in. uh, all these players have to be looked at, have to be seen to it that they are just not good enough. A reset has to happen, but not only with the manager but also with the players, because it's this cycle has repeated way too long. Managers have gone and the players have still remained. So Ineos have to look into that, and they have to see to it that yeah, the clean out is really really in every way, and not only the manager. So yeah, as a United fan, we just want the season to end. I'm not looking forward to any game that's going to come forward. The next three games, I don't know what's going to happen. It's just so much of darkness. Hopefully we can get a few people back in defense and put out a team that looks a little bit better, that instills a little bit of confidence. um it really really looks bad though. I cannot see anything but three drubbings coming in the last three games. But I just want to say a special shout out to the away fans that traveled to the stadium last night. As always, I think we have the best away fans, and to show their support, to sing for these players, right, who have given them such bad performances this year, is just shows why we are called the best away fans in the world. So yeah, I think the players, they need to reimburse those fans who traveled, because it's been a lot of times that these players have down tooled, and we as fans of this club, of this great club, do not deserve this in any way. Do let us know what you think about Manchester United. What do you make of the whole situation? Do you think Erik Ten Hag will be sacked? Do you think Manchester United can turn this around? What is the right way for United to go forward? What should United do? Do let us know in the comments below. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so that you get to know when our videos drop. And stay tuned for more content. We'll see you in the next one.